All right. Sorry about the music tonight. So, Paul, what's going on, Paul? Paul's back in town. Good to have you back, buddy.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. And it's good to have Ransom up here tonight. He remembered.
Can you guys hear us? We got audio. Cattywampus.
Yeah.
That looks a little more level. Watched you last week. Yeah. Oh, cool. Paul, you can hear us now.
Good deal, Paul.
I don't know. We still got some audio stuff going on, but I'm not going to focus on it. We're rolling on it. I hear kind of an echo in the background, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be perfect. We've learned to accept it. Now,
yeah.
Anyway, we're rolling on TikTok. We're rolling on YouTube. I think we're going live on Facebook. Remember, if you're watching on Facebook tonight, we can't see your comments. I apologize. Actually, I can turn my phone on. Yep, we'll see. Going live on Facebook. Oh, let me turn the volume down. What's going on, Matthew? Glad to have you tonight. See, we can see. I can see a few Facebook comments now. Matthew Kondraki's up here. Anybody else? Since we got a few, I don't know. If you do, I'll try not to miss a comment. Anyway, hey, this is Down South Supernatural. I'm Father.
And my name's Riley.
And here we are for episode 127, Wednesday Night Live. So thank you for giving us a little bit of your time. We do appreciate that.
We really do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's crackly. Everything's crackly in this. I think I'd like to go. We got these, I don't know what you call them. They're kind of, I think our audio was better when we just had flat out cheap microphones. Now we got this more expensive setup that I'll be the first to tell you, I don't know how to use it. We turn it on and off, and that may be what I'm hearing.
Yeah, probably so.
Trying to turn the gain down here. I don't really, like I said, I don't know much about it, so I'm not trying to focus on it because it'll upset me, and I'll sweep it off the table and put it in the floor. We do pretty good with cell phones, so we'll do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I said, we're back for another Wednesday Night Live. Thank you. We really do for the ones who hop on. Very slow last week. I don't know. I told Riley we got to get our mess together. We still have not finished going through our videos from our last investigation that we did, which turned out to be a really good investigation.
Yes, it did.
Like I've been telling you for the last 2 weeks, business, the full-time job, has kept us from doing as much paranormal work as we'd like to. But, that's just how it is sometimes. Even though we love the paranormal work and we want to do paranormal all the time, it don't pay the bills. So maybe one day it will. That's a nice goal. We would love to do that. It'd be nice to get paid for doing a hobby that you love. It kind of, like I said, it would be a job, but it wouldn't really feel like work. So that would be a goal. I can't see you on TikTok. You turn your phone again. Does it work? You turn it sideways?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it does.
There you go. And we're still catty. We're not dead center, but it don't even matter, does it?
No.
So yeah, Fairy Plantation squared away. Paul said, "Sweet."
Awesome.
Let us know, Paul, what we owe you, and we'll get our money sent to you for Fairy Plantation. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we are.
So we're not far away from that, are we?
I think a few.
Was it what was the date on it, Paul?
November 1st.
November 1st. I think you're right. When are you gonna put that in the calendar?
I do have it in my calendar.
You got it put up there.
I just looked at it a minute ago before you walked out here.
All right, Paul. Yeah, you just let us know. I won't bug you about it, but I won't have any problem getting you paid. So just let me know what we owe you that night. We'll bring our part of it for sure. And we do appreciate the invite.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, I guess we got a few things to talk about. We are, like I said, I don't know if you remember, next weekend, Riley and I will be in Charlotte, North Carolina. We'll have something that we're going to be doing, but we're going to, on Saturday evening, we're going to try to find a place to get a little paranormal activity stirred up.
Yeah.
So that's one place I've been to. I've been into Charlotte in the city before, but I've never done any. No ghost hunting was part of that. And I know every town has their history and has their little paranormal deals. There are even a lot of ghost walks going on, and that's something else. Riley and I, as long as we've been doing this paranormal stuff we do, we've never been on a ghost walk, a ghost tour. We're always.
I did in Virginia, but
yeah, you did do one. You did one time. I've never been on one. I'd actually probably kind of like it. I guess people who do ghost tours every week probably give you a lot more history than what you and I are familiar with when we go to places.
Yeah.
But I guess we're kind of, I don't know what the word is. We like to have a place to ourselves.
Yeah.
But anyway, so being an unfamiliar territory next weekend, we're going to find something to do. It'll be fun. It'll be different.
Yeah.
So we'll be going for some other things that we're going to be a part of, but we're going to work down South Supernatural into it.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't help it.
Okay. What?
Yeah, it's $60 for one of those. You can't beat that, Paul.
No. Yeah, no way.
Is it any better at all? I turned the volume up, but I hear more of that robot sound coming out.
Yeah.
We have to get Matthew to come to our little setup and get our audio, get us straightened out, man.
Yeah. Seriously.
A cup and a string, get us a camel soup can.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely my side. Turn it down and it goes away.
Terminate.
Yeah, I can. I think it's my side. Is that any better? Yeah, I got my side turned all the way down, Paul. Can you hear it any better now? Yeah, kind of have a mixer a little bit. I got my side. We got two microphones, one for Riley and one for me. I got mine turned all the way down. I think something's wrong with my hat. So is that better?
I hope it is.
TikTok, I know you think we're crazy. We're talking to a monitor right now, but if you watch us on YouTube or Facebook, you'll see it's not. Anyway, the ones who are up here, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it is. It is. They do have wires. It's got an amplifier. It's nothing expensive. It's one of the online deals packages that we got. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can hear it when it starts messing up. I can hear it in my earbud I'm wearing. But it's okay. We'll move on. So what you got for us tonight, man? Riley's been putting in a little work this week.
First off, I wanted to talk from the ones who've seen that first video of the series I'm starting, the Haunted Farm. I wanted to talk about the standout insane communication I was getting over there.
It was not just that time. You've been several times. You just haven't been like
Yeah.
You always, it's a good place to go try some equipment out, and it's very close to home, so
Yeah.
it tends to work very well.
Yeah.
Talking about a 250-year-old farm. It's longer than that, but it's been in the family for several generations.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, the first words that I could make out that came through the polterpod, actually probably about 10 minutes after I started the session with the polterpod, I was communicating with a male spirit. I think he told me his name was John. That's what I remember, and I remember I asked him if he had passed on the farm.
Hold on a minute. What were we talking about? You didn't explain what we were doing. What was your whole deal?
Let's
bring everybody up to speed. So what were you doing? Got pizza? So what I'm talking about, Edmund.
I was recapping that investigation live I did this last Sunday.
But why were you doing it? That's the question. So did you bring your piece of equipment that Angel fixed us and we got back?
No, it's inside.
Okay, so let me catch everybody up to speed. So you went over to test out the new polder pod that Angel built. So you guys know that we've talked about it. The polder pod, as Angel calls it, he calls it the Phantom
voice or something.
Phantom radio or Phantom. I don't know. Either way, Riley likes to call it the polter pod. I'm not really trying to copy another TV crew who has one, but that's what he calls it. But anyway, ours during the summer, you guys may remember us talking about it. We left that piece of equipment in our truck in a bag, that we put. We're going on a quick little paranormal trip. We just put a little duffel bag together, a little backpack, and it probably had 5 or 6, 7 pieces of equipment left in it. And every time we get home from an investigation, we always get our equipment out. Well, this one night we didn't. It was probably late when we got home. I'm thinking 3 in the morning or so.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, we'll just get that equipment out tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Well, that one day turned into a week or two left in the truck with the windows rolled up and the truck sitting in our driveway for a week or so through the hottest part of the summer. So as you can imagine, that all that equipment in that bag made out of plastic melted.
Yeah.
And it didn't quite turn into frosty snowman in the summertime, just dwindling away. But it really messed up some of the equipment, especially Riley's favorite piece of equipment, the polder pod.
Yeah.
What was round and pretty turned into an oblong structure.
Yeah.
Just basically, it was working. It was still working.
Yeah, it was still working.
It wasn't as good as it was. So anyway, we picked it up over the weekend. We got the new and improved one from Durham Paranormal. Angel did a great job, as he always does.
He did.
If you need any paranormal equipment needs or anything, give him a call. I'm pretty sure if you have something in mind, he can build it. And like I said, we've been pushing Angel for a couple of years now, so we like Angel. Anyway, so Riley went over. I'm catching everybody up. You went over to try out your new piece of equipment, your new and improved polder pod,
and it worked.
Hence, you went over to the farm.
It worked miracles.
So everybody's caught up. I didn't want to leave them astray. You started talking about going over doing something.
Now can I say what I was about to explain to them? So in the later parts of that video, it was a good 5 minutes before I shut the session down and ended the video. I was communicating with a male spirit, and he told me that the day I was over there, the date it was, that was the date that he passed many years ago.
So you think he was saying he passed on a Sunday, or he passed on that day of the year? What do you think he meant?
I think he was talking about on a Sunday or something like that. And then I kind of got mixed feelings when he said
28th of September. Who knows? You should have asked him, do you mean this year? The September 28th, or was it on Sunday?
I did, but what he said after he said that kind of threw me off guard and made me a little nervous, because he then said, I heard it scanning on a channel clear as day. Would you like me to show you how I passed?
Mm.
And I said, show me.
All that or short term?
It was
I'll
just
show
like,
you or something.
show me.
Show you.
And I was like, no, I don't. I would not like to be shown.
Hey, Erica, never too late for us. You're here. We appreciate it. I would like to have some pizza, Edna, but daggone.
That would be good, Edna.
We haven't done it yet, as usual. We'll get it when we get done.
Yeah, we'll do it after. I'll eat after I fix the thumbnail for the live.
So I guess getting back to it, this spirit that you were communicating with was he was going to show you how he died? Is that what you felt like he was trying to tell you?
That's exactly what I was picking up on.
And it bothered you?
It bothered me pretty badly because
that's weird. It's things usually don't bother you.
I've never really been bothered over there like that on this land that's in our family.
Yeah.
I've never got no mixed feelings over there, and I usually don't let stuff bother me, but for some reason being over there, really it kind of bothered me. Like, this is like my favorite pastime place to come and try out equipment and stuff.
Well, it's almost like a place, you can always get some communication there. So, yeah. So a little history of the farm, parts that we know about and we know before. Well, when I first met my wife, this is her family's farm that we're talking about. I actually worked with her father, and we farmed the land, as well as we did construction work also. But there's tales of, on most any farm that you go on, any older country farm, land, plantation, there's always history involved. We don't know the whole history, but we always get bits and pieces. But I do know for a fact on this land, right where Riley was at, and he likes to go, and it's part of it. Probably, I'm probably going to say it wrong, 70, 80 years ago, maybe not quite that long. You guys, if you're familiar with farming at all, do you know what a combine is? Okay, so a combine is a big piece of machinery, a big piece of equipment that actually picks the crops. It picks corn, you can pick beans, you pick wheat with it. But in the back of the combine, some things you guys might not know if you're not familiar with farming or farm equipment. In the front of it, especially on the combine, it has lots of fingers moving really fast. So when it goes down the road, a long row of corn, it's pulling the stalks in. It's pulling the corn in. Then it strips the stalk all the way down, and the cobs go inside the machine where it turns them really fast and beats them and cleans all the husk and everything off the corn. And then there's a part in there where it shells the corn off of the cob. And out the back is a chopper. So, everything's going through that machine. It chops it in final pieces that hit the ground. Then the farmers can come back and dist it up. No harm, no foul. So anyway, long story short, a history of one story we know of on this piece of land is there was a guy, he got off and the combines get stopped up if you move too fast, whatever. So whatever the case had been, the operator of the combine got off the combine and failed to shut the piece of equipment off. He walks around in the front of the combine, maybe to pull something out of it that was hung up. And as you would know, that piece of equipment pulled him in the machine, and his life was ended. I don't know how far he went through the machine, but he lost his life that day, just by a simple thing that could have been prevented, shutting the piece of equipment off so that wouldn't happen. But anyway, so there's been several deaths on the land, of course, like not just this, like every piece of land, every farm, there's always accidents, especially years ago when the equipment wasn't as nice as it is now. And look, accidents still happen every day. Yeah. But, back in the older days, man, those, the equipment wasn't as nice as it is now. It wasn't a lot of automatic stuff. Anyway, So Riley and I have been over there several times, and we always try to connect with this one person who lost his life there, because we feel like if there's a spirit still roaming the land, that dude is probably still there.
It'll be him.
So we have felt like we have talked to him on more than one occasion. So with all that being said, I wonder if you were talking to him, who knows? But the fact that when the spirit tells you, and we've had that before when we go places, I'll show you. That does get your attention.
Yeah.
When the spirit tells you, I'll show you. I'll show you what I can do, or I'll show you how it happened, or I'll teach you a lesson. Those are all the things that probably cross your mind.
Yeah.
When something like that's happening. Hey, Leah, glad to have you.
Yeah. Hi, Leah. And,
a lot of farming accidents, Edmund. A lot of farming accidents. On especially back in way in the old days, when the farm equipment was, a lot different than it is today. Just accidents left and right. I get it. So anyway, they ended up being a good investigation to try out the new improved porta potty for you.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I'm big.
You're like you're falling over there.
I'm trying to read the paper.
So I got a little notes. Got a little notes that he typed up, everybody. So as you know, he's been doing some writing. He's turning into the author Riley Sassel. So he has got an old typewriter. He's been typing with an old typewriter with one hand, the one-hand bandit.
Yeah.
The one-handed bandit typing with an old typewriter.
And I love it.
We're trying to get him crossed over to get everything put on the laptop where he can actually edit and do things to it. But right now he's loving the typing part, so we'll deal with it. So it ended up being a good investigation for you right by yourself. I missed it.
Yeah.
I was actually having to work last Sunday when this was going on. So like I said, a lot of work later. We got to get it when we can get it in our profession. So what else you got?
So that brings up the next topic on the list. Something I saw that caught my eye and kind of made me think we hadn't really ever talked about that. But what is your input on the latest topic these days of mythical creatures?
Mythical creatures like what?
Like, say,
Bigfoot?
That one. Or I think they call it the chupacabra or
a skinwalker. You believe in it? I don't know. I will tell you. Here's my thoughts, you guys. Everybody. The Bigfoot is a big deal, man. He's a big deal. No pun intended, Dylan. But yeah, the Bigfoot is a big deal, man, and a lot of people believe it. But I struggle believing the Bigfoot, guys. This is me and me only. So I feel it. Everybody's like shaking their head already. I feel like with all the technology in the world today.
Edna said, cryptids.
Yeah, I feel like all the technology in the world today, and there have been so many so-called sightings of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, that with all the technology, all the heat sources, all the drones, all the amazing technology, why haven't we found him? Yeah. Why hasn't he we've seen pictures, we've all seen videos, and we've all seen videos of fake crap that people have made. You just got to realize it. I look at them too, and I'm in amaze, and I'm like, man, is that Bigfoot or is that a bear? Some bears do stand up on their back legs still this day and time.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do y'all think?
Edna said, I believe they are from the dark side, demonic.
What's that, Edna? What do you Bigfoot or just cryptids in general? What do you believe, TikTok? Do you believe in Bigfoot? Do you believe in cryptids? Do you believe in all these other beings that are walking the earth, that skinwalkers? Those are the ones that go from an animal to a human. Yeah. You believe in that?
I've actually given it thought, and it's very possible, I believe.
So, yeah.
I want to say I believe the Skinwalker more than I will the Bigfoot for some reason. Because I feel a lot like Father on that one. Why hadn't nobody caught this big hairy Bama? He can't be that good at hide and seek.
He is definitely the champion of hide and seek.
Yeah.
But also, with that being said, I believe there's a type of animal out there that may not have been seen a lot. That see now I'm skeptical. Now I'm trying to change what I believe.
Yeah.
I think there's a cross between a bear and something in the world, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of big hairy animals that stand upright and walk upright like a human being.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I still to this day think it could be a monkey gone East Coast or something.
I don't know. Their sightings are all over the world now. They're just not like in the mountain regions or in the Western Hemisphere or in other continents. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know the Bigfoot thing. I really kind of think it's cool. And I know there are probably and even maybe more people who believe in the Bigfoot phenomenon than they do in paranormal, for sure.
Man, Edna's up here trying to exercise something again.
So we'll just read it. It's because, like Edna says, you can always put it to the test. If you see one, you should say, I tie, bind, and rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. Absolutely. Erica said, unpopular belief. And this is helping TikTok. These are comments we're reading on YouTube, guys. Unpopular belief that maybe it's not the same being every time. It's a different spirit manifesting as a familiar shape. That's why it's never routine. I mean, that's believable.
That's pretty believable, Eric.
I believe that because it comes right back for me. It comes back to the manifestation of different things. I truly believe that humans have the power to manifest things. Because if you believe things long enough and you put enough resource and energy into it over and over and over and over, it's amazing how things that you're manifesting seem to happen. Especially when you get more than one person, more than one person around for sure.
Yeah.
So I definitely believe in the manifestation, the power of manifestation, for sure. I'm with you on that. Manifesting in prayer for someone.
Yeah.
I believe in it. I truly believe in that. Is there a being out there in this world, cryptid or not, that has the power to change from? There's things that go from realm to realm. Yeah or no? What was that?
I took a picture with my glasses up the screen.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah,
I heard a click, click.
It was awesome.
He's got these expensive glasses. These, what do you call them?
Meta
Glasses. He can record videos with them, take pictures, listen to the phone, listen to music.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
Got lights on them for the dark.
Yeah.
2 headlights. But yeah, so I guess I don't really believe in Bigfoot. But what if it's not Bigfoot? What if it is some type of I don't know if you call it a creature who can change like a skinwalker. I kind of believe in skinwalkers, man.
Yeah, I do too.
Here's the only thing that bothers me with the day and the time, the world that we live in today, is people and computer programs, Adobe, Corel, all the drawing programs in the world today. Matthew Kondracki, he can tell you. I'm pretty sure he can edit just about anything in the world today. Look at the movies, guys. Go to a movie this day and time. The movies are so real, so interactive, and so real looking, and a lot of the scenes are actually people. They're of course, as you know, are movie scenes that have been recreated in a small room, and it looks like you're in downtown somewhere.
Yeah.
Or it looks like cars and different things blowing up and all this stuff happening, and they're not even blowing up real cars anymore. It's all animated. but the animated stuff looks 100% real life.
Yeah, it does.
So if you can do that in movies and everything, I believe some people have the ability to do that with a computer and paranormal and cryptid stuff and all that,
Yeah.
So I don't know. So there's lots of different ways we can talk about it, different things to talk about for sure.
Well, are you interested in hearing the next question?
Ransom, tell me more. I agree. If you really want to be a part and learn a lot about yourself and a lot about the things outside of who you are in the realm of what you're used to, go outside and do the things that you usually don't do. Like Lee said, remote camp. Go out in a place where it's just you and the wilderness and the outdoors, and you will learn a lot of things about yourself and a lot of things about things you had no clue. Live and breathe and walk the earth. I'm with you on that, Lee, without a doubt. But where the hell you keep laughing at?
I just thought of something funny.
It's weird when you laugh like that.
You'll find out soon, though.
So that's great. But anyway, so yeah. But still, I go back to the Bigfoot. I've seen some really real videos that really could fool a lot of people. But I guess, hey, I didn't believe the paranormal world either. I didn't believe in paranormal ability at all. Didn't believe in it at all until I've witnessed it. So I guess if I ever witness Bigfoot, I'll come back to you and say I believe because I witnessed it for sure. What Edna says it's a DDE and disembodied demonic Nephilim. I've never heard of that, but that doesn't mean anything, Edna. Tell me more about that. I want to know. Teach me. So what is exactly that? I understand the disembodied part. Definitely understand the black side, demonic part of it, the negative type. But what is the Nephilim? Nephilim? I know I'm saying it wrong. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it.
Well, Nephilim on Supernatural is Lucifer's son, the devil's child. Nephilim is a being that is braided with half angel and half human.
I didn't know that. Lee said he's sending you a link. Sound he recorded.
Okay, Lee.
I'll tell you something, Lee. Getting back to what you were talking about, being outside in the outdoors in the country, away from everybody, away from cars and people and everything, you really realize how quiet things really are to a whole nother degree when the sun goes down and you're in those places. And when everything's shut out, you realize how good you can really hear. Because when it really gets quiet, no cars, no city, no nothing, no background noise, you can hear everything. I'm with you on that, man. And back when we used to do a lot of hunting around here, I don't know about where you guys live, and probably a lot of places now, there are a lot of wolves. There are a lot of wolves around where we live. Bone chilling when the sun goes down and you're deep in the woods and you're on the way out and you hear wolves. They can be, half a mile away and they sound like they're within arm's reach of you. Yeah. Bone chilling, howling, and you hear things moving through the woods on leaves that sound like at any moment. That's when your mind starts playing with you too.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, what is that? It is only it's about to get me.
Yeah.
So when your mind gets involved, then all of a sudden you start accidentally manifesting. You start thinking, is that a bear or is that who the heck knows what it is? Then you're manifesting things without even trying to. For sure.
Well, you ready for the next topic?
There are demons trying to disguise itself into whatever it wants to be. So it's kind of like a shapeshifter then, maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of. A little bit different. So that's what a Nephilim. I'm gonna have to look it up and see how to pronounce it.
Well, maybe that's totally different than what I was saying.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of it.
Well, you got my thoughts on the mystical type creatures. I
Yeah.
think there's some. I do. I think I don't. You know, do you consider an alien a mythical creature? I don't know. I feel like that's a whole different topic.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe in it, but heck, are they walking all around you right now? I have not. I know when you start talking about Area 51 and different things, I've listened to a lot of shows, and there are some wild things that the higher ups in the world, the government side of it, are hiding lots of things from the public for sure.
Yeah.
And so much so that people who have worked in those places that they're not supposed to talk about have ended up being loss of life, or just flat out never being heard of again when they start to talk about it.
Hey, Angel.
Those are facts. Those things have happened for sure. I've actually been a part of a radio show, and I've listened to a man talking about it who was trying to tell people on a radio show very quickly what he experienced at a place he worked, and he knew the repercussions were going to come when he started talking about the things he's witnessed that they don't want the world to know about. People were on him, and before he could get off the air, you could tell the guy, man, he was spazzing out. He was nervous, and he told him, he said, "Look, I only got a few minutes, so I can tell you this." And he started talking about things he had witnessed that were not supposed to be known to the public, and that man has never been heard of since. So it's just like people get disappeared. I got off on a tangent because I start thinking about the aliens and different things, man. It really makes you wonder what's out there that we haven't seen with our naked eyes that are being hidden from us.
That's actually the next topic I got. I was going to ask you how you felt about the extra testicle being.
Extraterrestrial. Testicle. Terrestrial.
extra terrestrial.
I think the extra testicle beings are, man, that's awesome. You know, terrestrial, maybe.
Extraterrestrial, yeah, that one.
I don't know, man. You know, I'm sitting here telling you all the things I don't believe in. The longer I sit here and talk about it, I almost convince myself that maybe I do believe in all these things that I say I don't. I don't know.
Man. Yeah. Can't believe I just talked about the extra testicle on the line.
There's humans out there with the extra testicles, and other non-human beings, I'm sure. That's why when everyone says they killed a Bigfoot or a dog man, they don't have the body, because it can manifest into different things.
Okay.
All right.
I understand.
Edna, have you ever heard of stories like this? Are you aware of things that like what you're talking about, or heard tell of things like that? I'm just curious, because I haven't. If I did, I probably wasn't paying attention enough, because I probably didn't believe it. But it may have been things I probably needed to listen to for sure.
Well, this next topic's a kicker. What is the first thing that pops in your mind when you think of urban legends?
Papa.
Papa?
He thinks he's an urban legend. I don't know. Anyway, my dad was a lot of things. He's mostly a crap talker. But yeah, I don't know. Urban legends. Here we go again. So urban legends, we're back to the Bigfoot. Right?
Yeah.
What other kind of urban legends? I don't know. We're in topics I really don't know about that I need to know more about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about urban? So what do you think about urban legends? What do you guys know about urban legends? I'm on unfamiliar ground now. I'm not sure. Would you consider that the same thing as cryptid? Bigfoots? I don't know if that would be considered urban legend. I don't know. Let's just look and see what urban legends. What
What are considered urban legends?
No,
Yeah, you got the always
I do.
folklore. Let's see. What are notable urban legends? Does anybody want to know what the number, without looking, what's the number one urban legend in the world?
Gotta be Bigfoot.
So Google says. Anybody want to guess? Y'all give me some guesses. Get with us here. Rallies in. Oh man, there's a lot of them. Actually, there's a lot up here I've heard about.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Believe-
Loch Ness.
Believe it or not, Paul, Bigfoot is not in the top 10 of this list I'm looking at. Oh, I may be wrong. They're only showing me the top 7. I'm gonna put top 10. I guarantee you that number 1, Erica, you dead on it. You dead on. The first one on the list, now the list has changed. The first one was Bloody Mary.
Oh,
Bloody Mary.
I can't believe I talked myself into doing that in the mirror.
And who's that? He talks about things that he went through growing up in Texas. So yeah, believe it or not, Bigfoot. So okay, here we go. So being that Bigfoot's not the urban legend, does that mean it's an urban legend? Is it real or believed to be real? So are people saying that Bigfoot, they don't think he's real, that's why he's not a legend? I don't know. That's saying another top 10 urban legend is the vanishing hitchhiker. I've never heard of it. A ghostly figure who disappears. However, speaking of that, we hear about it all the time, and we've been trying to catch the lady down at Dead Man's Bridge.
Yeah.
On more than one occasion. Now, I have not heard anybody say they have seen this lady lately, but there have been more than one person who have said they've seen the lady standing on the bridge. And naturally, you guys know she's wearing a white dress, and she's got the long black hair.
And she's looking for help, flagging cars down.
And she's standing on the bridge, and when cars come by, same story I hear. This is true story, guys. Yeah, and I do believe it because of the people who told me about it. That she actually doesn't wave them down. Both of them, they stop. When you see, when you're in the pitch black dark and you see a lady in a dress on the side, standing on the bridge, looking over the bridge. Because one time she's looking over the bridge, the next time she's walking. Cars are going this way across the bridge, and she's walking the opposite direction on the bridge. They pass. Both cars, 2 different people, stop, and one actually speaks to the lady, and she needs help. So the guy pulls up to get off the bridge, pulls up down the road a little bit. When he gets out, both people, this happened to both of them, she needs help. When they get out and walk back to help her, she won't get in the car. They'll ask her, do you need help? Get in. She won't get in the car. Both times they pull up to get off the bridge. When they go back, she's gone. True story.
Yeah.
Riley and I have been there several times. We actually feel like we communicated with her.
Yeah.
Twice. And we've been live down there, guys. When you hear us when we're at Dead Man's Bridge, we actually just talked about going back down there. And we haven't been you don't go in the summer a lot because the mosquitoes get so bad.
Yeah.
On the river. But we'll give it another little while when the mosquitoes die. We need some cold weather to kill the mosquitoes.
And to get the jakes away from the river bank.
Yeah. We've heard about a few vanishing hitchhikers, Erica, in the Jacksonville, Dover area, which is eastern North Carolina. That's kind of where we're at. Anyway, so yeah, we're very familiar with vanishing hitchhikers. So I'm not, so is an urban legend real? There are people who believe they're real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The killer in the back seat is on the list. A warning about a murderer hiding in the back of a car. So those are things that people say be wary of and watch out. The babysitter and a man upstairs. The choking Doberman. I've never heard of that.
No.
A story about a dog that saves its owner from danger. I do hear about dogs who have been taught to save people who are have seizures and low blood sugar and things like that. The Mothman's up here. It says the Mothman is a creature linked to disasters and tragedies. You know about the Mothman, right?
Yeah.
I've heard of him, but I don't really know
I've
about
heard
the
of
Mothman.
it. Now I've got another topic question
Hold on,
for
ain't
you.
through. You didn't start this one. You hit me with topics. Another urban legend. You guys up here, if you're on this show tonight, you're familiar with it. The Slender Man.
Yeah, we've seen him.
And look, the funny thing about it is, up here it says a fictional character that became a modern urban legend. So it started off as a fictional character. Was that on a movie or in a book or what? I don't know. I have no clue.
People brought him to life because I've seen him.
Really?
Yeah, you have to at Savannah, Georgia.
I don't know if I've seen him. I've seen something.
Something that was just like him.
I've definitely seen something.
A skinny figure standing in a window
Yeah.
on the outside of a house.
I'm definitely not denying that.
Not at all.
He fits the description. Whether it was him or not, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I did see something.
Yeah.
So my question is, why is Bigfoot on this list?
I don't know.
And it's, basically, and I've looked at 3 different places. Bloody Mary is first on the list.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary is a popular story.
So Bloody Mary, although it's more folklore than an urban legend, what's the difference? The Bloody Mary story is so old and well known that it had to make the list first on the list. A common game, Bloody Mary, this legend has been told in various forms and centuries, although it always involves a dimly lit mirror. Historically, the legend told of the Bloody Mary ritual. I'm not going to say it 3 times.
I walked in my back. I bit down and closed my eyes and
You were scared to look?
yeah.
Were you young when you did that?
No, it was just a few months ago.
Oh, gee. Here's some things I've heard you talk about. Say, a chupacabra is an urban legend.
Yeah.
So why is Bigfoot up here, man? I'm having trouble. So if a chupacabra is up here, why is Bigfoot?
They might have outlawed that Harry Bama. I got
Polybius? Pretty sure I didn't say that correctly. Polybius? So you started this now.
Palala. I don't know.
Some type of game. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah. I ain't never heard
The
of it.
haunted attic. The Slender Man. The body in the bed.
Heard of that.
Chupacabra. Slender Man, a truly modern myth. Slender Man started online as part of a competition to Photoshop pictures to include a supernatural element. And I've kind of seen something like that. It was more darker in color than the picture I see up here.
Yeah. See where we were
I
at.
was talking about Bridges. His grandmother was to the dark magic, generational stuff. Yes, she gave up her own children to the dark side. Ooh. His show comes on at night. Yeah, that's bad. All right, hit me with another topic. You on these topics tonight?
Well,
Urban legends. So yeah, I still don't understand why.
all right. Well, this one right here will shake the boat and rattle some chains. But what is your honest opinion, Father, on psychic ability?
My honest ability on psychic
Honest opinion.
ability, I have none. My opinion on psychic abilities, I believe it. I believe it only because, okay, I told you I believe something when I see it. I have seen things that psychic people have done that only a few know about, and that person, the psychic person, did not know about it and told about things that were true. To me, that's enough to make me believe.
Yeah.
I have also seen psychic things, and the same psychic people say and do things that I absolutely do not believe because I'm part of it.
Yeah.
But with that being said, okay, I don't believe all of it. I believe a lot of it. I don't believe all of it because I don't experience it. I don't feel it or see it the same way as someone probably who has the psychic ability.
Yeah.
Maybe they are experiencing things and I don't believe it because I'm not experiencing it at the same time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I have my yays and nays on that topic, man.
Yeah.
I do believe there are people out there that do have that ability without a doubt.
Well, that's good. What they say. Which
and
is
it says also follow Josh Wolf on Paranormal Roundtable. He is friends with Brother Abe. Which is harder to accept, Lee says. Which is harder to accept, Sasquatch or ghost? Sasquatch for me.
Yeah, me too.
Lee, for me, Sasquatch. Only because, I can honestly, I don't recall ever seeing a Sasquatch.
I don't know.
If it was a Sasquatch of what people want you to believe one looks like, a big hairy creature. If I saw it, I didn't know what I was looking at. So no, but I have seen, without a doubt, I've witnessed ghosts with my own two eyes, without a doubt. So I believe that. It's easier for me to believe things I see than instead of things that I hear. That's my thoughts. What about you, Lee? Tell me, what do you think? I value your opinion very much. I'm curious what you think. What about you? What do you the same?
Yeah.
Okay. So I felt like I don't know. Do I want to believe it? Do I want to believe there's a Sasquatch? Yeah. Because it's been manifested so much.
Yeah.
I want to see it. But I feel like that is one creature, if he's alive, that and millions of people have seen this creature. Okay.
Now, something did just come to my mind.
What?
Sasquatch could be a real thing because the Yeti used to be a real thing. And what if one of those Yetis have somehow been able to muster off and stay deep, far away, like deep in the woods or on the mountains or something, and lived off on its own and stayed away from view?
But if it's been seen for hundreds of years, there's more than one, right?
Yeah.
Because it's got to mate.
Yeah.
It can't. It doesn't live forever.
No.
I would think. Here I am. Going off on a tangent that I wouldn't think an animal that's been seen for hundreds of years is still alive. However, you got turtles.
Yeah.
We got birds that fly around over our house that are so prehistoric looking that I know for a fact they've come off prehistoric animals.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just. So yeah, I believe in that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, so you're talking about a Yeti. Well, to me, a Yeti is basically Sasquatch. If I go of pictures I've seen and stories I've heard of. So yeah. Chickens. Paul said chickens.
What about chickens?
Been around forever.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. This next topic's gonna hit kind of at home, but I wrote it down anyways because I thought it was interesting.
Prehistoric. Yes. Chickens, yes. Forever. Swine. They're often some type of animal because you see hieroglyphic pictures of animals in caves to this day that look just like what we call a pig.
Yeah.
Prehistoric, you wouldn't think it as fast as this world can grow a pig now to eat.
Yeah.
Native people have 1,500 years of history. They are sure of the hairy man. Yes, absolutely, Edna. So yeah,
Yeah.
Lee. I mean, yeah. When I think of it that way, yeah. I mean, I want to believe. I want to believe it, Lee.
I do too.
I want to believe it. Is it? Are all the people who are saying it's Sasquatch? Are we seeing the same thing? Are they seeing the same thing? Or here do we come back into something that's being manifested, or just like what we were talking about,
Yeah.
an entity that can change from a human form to an animal form.
Skinwalker.
I mean, so what are we seeing? Is I wonder if anybody really knows. Now I want to start studying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to change the wheel. These are things that have been studied for years and years. I know there are people out there right now who are sitting at home tonight studying them, and they study it every night, and they look and they search trying to find it. So yeah, you bring up a good point.
Well,
but yes, I'm exactly like you. You have 15,000 years of history. That sounds more like it, but I have to see for myself. That is me. That is 100% me. I want to believe it, but I don't until I see it. That was just like the paranormal world I experienced. I did not believe it until I seen Riley bring home some videos, and when I heard the first EVP, I'm thinking, who just said that? You're in a room, you and one other person. Whose voice was that I just heard? You know,
yeah.
There wasn't a radio playing nowhere. It wasn't music in the background. So then I'm thinking, and have I seen shadows? Yeah. Have I seen shadows moving that were not paranormal? Yeah. Have I seen shadows moving that were paranormal? Absolutely, yeah.
Definitely.
We have debunked a lot of things. We've debunked a lot of situations we've been in, and we've been in places that other people say certain things are happening, and I believe it. Yeah. Have I been in places that other people who said certain things were happening? No, I don't believe it. So like, I am firmly in the part of life that I have to see it. If God wants me to see it, He's going to show it to me.
Yeah.
Here again, we're talking about how many of you believe in the veil. I believe there are so many other things that we don't see because our Creator doesn't want us to see, because we couldn't, as small-minded people as we are, as smart as we all think we are. I think we're all small-minded in certain ways that our Creator doesn't want us to see everything because we couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
You think ADHD is bad now? Everybody has ADHD. If the veil was removed from our eyes, and if you believe in that, and I do, I don't think you could handle it. I think you'd have to shut your eyes so fast.
Yeah.
But because there's so much going on around you that you do not believe. That's my thoughts. Yeah, we're all energy. We're all energy. Every one of us are energy. We're all putting off energy. There's false energy around us. There's electricity. There's running water. There's sun. There's all forms of energy on this world, in this world, that will help keep things alive.
Yeah.
The energy. Yeah, Edna, you're right on it with the energy part. It's everywhere. Yeah, we're on a good little topic. I like it. I like these topics. We decided tonight we'd get a few topics and maybe we'd get some participation if people want to talk about it.
Yeah, and the comments are racking up like crazy.
Yeah, we're trying to get on do some simple, some better things instead of telling you we got a new piece of equipment or we're going back to this place. We know you guys don't hear that all the time. We'll hit a quick little copy of where we're going. You can look out for us and pray for us while we're there. But we want to get on some paranormal topics, and we're going to work our way into having a Wednesday night live that is a paranormal show that would get people calling in.
Yeah.
It can be done. George Norrie does it every morning. People call in and tell about their paranormal experiences. He's on every morning at 4 in the morning and other times. Check him out. I would love for our Wednesday night live to turn into that one day. One day.
I got a question for
bring
you.
Another question. Let's do it.
How do you feel? What is your honest opinion about near-death experiences?
What's my opinion on near-death experiences?
Yeah.
Near-death experiences where you're like, dude, I almost died.
Yeah.
What am I? I think it's a very eye-opening event in someone's life. Yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I was on top of the world. I thought I had the world by the horns. I thought I was in charge until you got hurt. You got in an accident. And I learned very quickly that I needed my creator. I needed to manifest prayer and power and prove to him how much I loved him and how much I needed him because I needed him to help you. So yeah. But yeah, near-death experiences sadly, near-death experiences are those experiences in life who wake people up.
Yeah.
You don't think about these things until you lose that loved one. You don't think about these things until your friend got that accident on its way home and didn't make it home. You don't think about it. You don't think about these things. There's a tragic accident at the business that I work for this week. A young man got in an accident driving a dump truck 2 days ago where I work, and 39 years old, and lost his life in an accident right by himself on the highway. He had a wreck in a dump truck. Thank God no one else was hurt in it, but he lost his life this week, which is so sad. He was 39 years old. I'd like to pray. With that being said, I want to pray for his family. I pray that the Lord would take him and understand that it was his time. It was nobody's fault. It was just his time to go. God already had that plan.
Well, Father, I gotta go use the bathroom, and then we're gonna come back, and I got a ghost hunting topic.
All right. So yeah, that was a tragic event. I'm reading the comments. So I'm not just wildly staring into the camera while Riley's gone. The movies are always trying to show us what is coming in the future with these horror movies. Yeah, sometimes I think imagination is way ahead of a person's belief. Imagination is very, very powerful. Imagination is almost as powerful as manifesting. When you imagine, your imagination runs away with you, before you know it, you're manifesting. I feel like you're manifesting that imagination to turn that something that is not real into real. Does that work? I wonder. I wonder if you can manifest that. I wonder about that. So they just put out a little at a time, like you said, Greg. Some people wouldn't be able to do. Yeah, people can't deal with it, man. Can't deal with it. Everybody thinks they can deal with it, but they can't. It's too much. I mean, with all the, I can talk on it for hours, and I don't really know much about it. I just feel like it from my experiences from the last few years in the paranormal part of it, the communication that we get, people are like, man, that ain't nothing. That's a radio station. Yeah, a lot of it is. But there's certain things that are said up there you don't hear people talking about on a radio station. When we ask these questions and we immediately get an answer, radio station is talking about that thing. So there's just so many occurrences that I can't explain. And so, yeah, to me, they're paranormal. Yeah. Our thoughts create our reality. Yes. Yes, Lee, our thoughts do create our reality. Do you consider that the same thing as I mean, to me, that's manifesting, right? If you think of something and it makes something happen, you manifested it. Is there any difference? Is there different types of manifestation? I wonder. Are there things that I don't know about when it comes to manifestation part? You guys teach me. I'm a sponge tonight. I want to know about it. I want to know about the different things. But the mind is powerful, without a doubt. You think about things and you think about things long enough. Do you know the worst enemy you have? The number one enemy you have is your mind. Your power to manifest things, especially when they go negative. You're negative. You think my coworker doesn't like me, just because, truthfully, that coworker was having a bad day. He really likes you a lot, but he didn't want to talk today because he had a lot of things going on. What?
Tell everybody I'll be back in about. I got something bad happening. A bad third messed up.
Oh, it's great. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, yeah. Edna says she's always trying to prepare herself for what is. I don't know if it's because I work at yeah. So look, I feel the same way, Edna. It's always like you're always that's your mind. Mind over matters. It's just like we're not supposed to think negative because really we're not in control anyway. But so many of us want to be in control of everything that happens. And when we're not, that bothers us. It's hard to accept that. And that's something too. So, and I think, Edna, that part of always trying to prepare yourself for bad things and what ifs come from tragedies that you've witnessed and been a part of. So if you hadn't been around that negativity, you wouldn't worry about that negativity. Here again, it's your mind. You're manifesting. You're worrying about something negative out of your control that's going to happen. And the thing we got to remember, and I tell myself this all the time, is that negative thing that we're worried about all the time. We're not in control of it. We can't control it. We can't make it go away. Just like the young man who passed away this week, I truly believe it was his time. It was his time. It was been planned out a long time before we were born. Our Creator knew. Why? I don't know. Can't be answered. But there was a reason for it. Question is what did we learn from it? What did we learn from it? And definitely, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what we all should be. If you're a believer and you believe in God, you have to go to Him because He's your comfort. He's your comfort. He's the one in charge. He knows what's going to happen, and He's trying to convince you to stop worrying about it. He's got it. But our minds are so strong, and there's so much negativity in the world today that you can't help but think negative. It takes a powerful mind and a lot of work to think positive. I always try to, and I fail at it a lot. I always try to find the positive in everything. And I do say to my family a lot, when things are going wrong, they're not going our way, all you have to do is look around and find somebody else. Talk to somebody else. You will find out how good your life really is because there is so much negativity in the world today. And it's just negativity. You guys have heard it. Negativity feeds negativity, feeds negativity. Absolutely. Yeah. And the trauma, yeah. Like I said, our biggest enemy is our own mind. It's our biggest enemy is our own mind creating the negative thoughts. And they just make more negative thoughts and more negative thoughts. And that breeds one thing for us all, guys. Those negative thoughts breed fear. They put the fear in you. And it's hard to overcome it. You have to talk to yourself about it. You got to remember that you're not in control no matter what. None of us are promised a second, another breath on this earth. It can be over It's like I tell them my people all the time. It's like flipping the lights on and off. Your life can end just that quick. Yep. Keep it coming. This turned out to be a decent live tonight, guys. We tried a little different strategy. You guys help us out with some topics. We'll explore them. It helps Riley because I've been so busy working. I just haven't had time to put a lot in our lives in the last 3 or 4 weeks. It's just how it is. But yeah, we love the topics, guys. Let's get some things we can talk about. A lot more would be great. So at least it's a vibration thing. Yeah, it's definitely already planned out. He's definitely in control, isn't he? And that's the one safety place you can go to. And there's nothing wrong with going to him all the time. Put him in everything. Yep. All right, guys. I think our supper's here. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. We appreciate it, guys. I think I'm gonna end it. Riley, his bathroom visits turned out to be a little longer than he anticipated. Y'all pray for it. Anyway, guys, thank you for another Wednesday Night Live. I'm gonna cut it off here. We'll check you guys out. We're gonna try to do a little something this weekend. We might even go back down to Dead Man's Bridge. That sounds like a plan. If we can catch the weather, and hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler, and the mosquitoes won't be so bad and give us blood transfusions. We might go down to Dead Man's Bridge. I say we want to see that lady in white that people have seen, but I don't know what I would do if I really do see her. But I don't believe her until I see her. Ain't it right, Lee? We don't believe unless we see. We don't believe unless we see. Anyway, with that being said, guys, we're going to end this live tonight. Thank you. Share us out. Talk about us. Share us to your buddies. Be thinking about some paranormal activity you've witnessed, some paranormal activity you've heard about, some haunted places you've heard about, some things you've seen, things you don't even believe. Think about it. Talk to us about it. We want to create that show where people can call in, and even if they don't want to get up here and talk live, they can get in the chat and talk about it. We can talk hours about it. That's what we're shooting for. But anyway, y'all, thank you very much for being on tonight. We really appreciate it. And with that being said, I'm going to say down, south, out. Good night, y'all. So I can end this live. TikTok, we appreciate you too. Thank you for being on here tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I was talking here. Okay, I'm going to end stream now.